As you open the External Collaboration Settings page in Microsoft Entra ID, you're stepping into one of the most critical areas of identity governance: how your organization interacts with external users such as guests, partners, and vendors. These settings define the boundaries and permissions for people who are not part of your internal tenant, but still need access to resources like Teams, SharePoint, or apps. Let's break down what you see and what you should configure to strike the right balance between collaboration and control. To get to this page, you can navigate to the External Identities and then to External Collaboration Settings as shown. First, you define how much visibility a guest user should have inside your directory. You have three options, such as allowing the same access as members, limited access to directory objects, or the most restrictive, limiting guests to their own object properties only. Best practice is, you should select the most restrictive option, especially if you handle sensitive data or work under compliance regulations. This ensures that guest users don't accidentally or intentionally view data about other users, groups, or internal structure. In Guest Invite settings, you control who is allowed to invite external users into your tenant. If you allow anyone in the organization to send invites, you risk unmanaged and unreviewed guest sprawl. Best practice is, you should limit this setting to only users assigned to specific admin roles. This way, only delegated or security-conscious teams can onboard guests, ensuring vetting and justification for each external relationship. Also, you'll see a toggle to allow self-service sign-up via user flows. This is useful when you're offering services to broad external audiences like contractors or students. If you use this, you should pair it with custom user flows that include approval steps, verification, or domain filtering. You have the option to let external users remove themselves from your directory. This setting is already turned on, and that's a good practice. It empowers external users to revoke access they no longer need, helping you reduce dormant or unnecessary accounts. At the bottom of the screen, you configure which external domains your tenant can collaborate with. This is where you manage allow or deny lists for sending invitations. You should be careful here. If your users are allowed to send invites to any domain, there's potential for data exposure. Best practice is, choose to allow only specific domains, a whitelist approach, especially when dealing with partners, suppliers, or contractors in regulated sectors. If you do allow more open access, ensure it's coupled with monitoring tools, access reviews, and lifecycle policies to keep things under control. So, what's your key takeaway? As you manage external collaboration settings, remember that every toggle you configure is a doorway you open, or close, to the outside world. These settings not only define how easily external users can work with you, but also how securely your internal data is protected. Always follow the principle of least privilege and enforce role-based invitations, restricted guest access, and domain-based filtering. By configuring this page properly, you give your organization the power to collaborate confidently without compromising control.